But how have you
Uh,
been? I'm so happy to see you.
yeah, same, same. I was telling to everyone like, oh, today I'm gonna have the call with my friend. So
It looks like you've
yeah,
been
yeah, yeah.
busy over there.
Yeah, I've been quite busy. Like the freelancing journey, let's call it in this way, is like a roller coaster, honestly. So sometimes I'm like, oh my god, I would like to have 1 hour where I can be free, and other times there are more days quiet and like, have I done something wrong in my life?
Yeah, it gets too quiet and then you're worried. It's like when you have a
Yeah.
pet and the pet is suddenly quiet when you know they shouldn't be, and you're like, oh my god, they're chewing on something.
Exactly, exactly. So far, like it was fine, like busy doing different type of project. So yeah, being passing too much time on eBay also.
So
That
much
is my
time.
main activity.
Yeah, I've been doing good at staying away from eBay since I got the
Oh,
Mamiya and the Canon
yeah, I
A2E.
see.
I haven't really had the urge to buy anything lately. I've been selling more than I'm
Okay,
buying, which is shocking.
okay, okay, okay. That's good.
And that doesn't mean I'm not looking at things because
Yeah.
I'll be laying in
they
bed
they
and just
appear to you.
yeah. It's like, what do I want? And usually it's film. I need to buy some more
Yeah,
film.
yeah,
If the fridge is getting a
yeah.
little low.
Exactly, exactly. I understand this feeling very well. And every time I see a new camera, I'm like, oh, Justin will understand this.
Yeah. See, I am a bad influence. That's what this is. It's like Justin would buy it. He probably
Yeah,
would.
yeah, yeah. Like you will say, yes, do it. It's so cheap.
Yeah.
What can go wrong?
Yeah, what can go wrong is you're buried
Yeah.
under 50 cameras in a basement
Yes,
is what goes wrong.
yes, exactly. Like my drawer is basically like, please don't put more or I'm gonna collapse.
Yeah, you just picked up
So
the Yashica 35 GT,
yes.
right?
Yes, yes, exactly. So I still need to arrive because I decided to buy through basically a Japanese auction. It's like, yes, try white this time. And they have like also because the second-hand market there is quite amazing. Like everything looks basically brand new. So I was like, oh, I saw a few of them on eBay, but there was always something that like, I don't know, and the price was a little bit cheaper. Like, well, I want to try this website anyway, so why not with this camera? And that happened.
Is it your first
So yeah.
rangefinder?
Yes, yes, it's
Oh,
gonna be the
man.
first one.
So I have the Yashica 35 GSN, and I
Okay.
want to love this camera so bad. It's such a gorgeous camera, and I just cannot hit focus with it. I'm curious if you can get focus with it. I think I've just decided I suck really bad at rangefinders. I
Okay,
just
okay.
no patience for them because when the patch starts to line up, I lose track of where
Mhm.
it is and can't tell if it's aligned or not. And I think that's more of a me
Okay.
thing than the rangefinder thing.
Mm. Okay, okay, I see, I see. I'm very curious because like never tried before, so it's gonna be a completely different experience. And I'm a little bit like you because first of all, I tend to shoot quite quickly. I don't really stand still and focus everything. No, no, the moment is now.
Yep.
So it's a different approach also for me. But I would really would like to try to see also this different approach, how I will be doing this. So it's interesting. Like it's like very challenging.
I think it's a really good exercise to do because it's a challenge and it's interesting, and you might find something new that you really like or good at, or you'll decide it's not for you. But either way, you're going to
Mhm.
learn something about doing that exercise. Sometimes it's okay to be uncomfortable when you're out shooting.
Yeah, 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 exactly, exactly. So I was also, meanwhile, I was also looking for other rangefinder because, like, why not? There was also a Minolta one that is a very tiny camera. And I was like, ah, maybe also this one is good. And then on Substack, people suggested the Bessa camera, and now I'm into this vortex that I need to stop.
Those are expensive, and the lenses are
Yes,
expensive for that. But I've been looking
yes.
at those too over the last
Mm,
2 or 3 months here and there. I'm just like,
mhm.
I wonder if the prices have gone down.
Yeah,
No, they
no,
haven't. They're always
they're
expensive.
so pretty. Very pretty cameras, though. It's just
I
like,
I really like the look of the Nikon S3 rangefinders. I think
mm,
that's probably a top three best looking camera for me, especially the all
okay.
silver models. Oh, they're so
Mm,
pretty, but again, very, very
yeah.
expensive cameras.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. uh, is our destiny, I guess, to like expensive items.
Yeah, we just long for it from a distance and can never get our hands on it unless we happen to
Yeah,
find one. And I still have this pipe dream of finding cheap cameras at a thrift store. That's never going to happen.
yeah, yeah, me too. Like honestly, every time that I go in this kind of thrift store, like, oh, let me see if there is a camera section. I'm gonna just take everything if it's cheaper, of course.
Yeah, did you see my panorama article on Substack?
Yes, yes, I saw.
It
Look
was
at that.
this cheap little nightmare camera. I gave $2 for it.
You see,
It's,
you see.
yeah, it's so cool. I like cheap cameras. They're fun.
Yeah, 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 exactly. Like and on eBay right now, I'm basically sometimes just going there, like, oh, let me see what is going to finish soon, and then like, oh, researching the 0 second
Yep.
information about this camera. Like, okay, it costs £1. I can do that.
Oh yeah,
So
because if there's anything wrong with it, you only spend a couple dollars or like pocket change to get these cameras, and you're gonna have endless fun with it, or you're gonna want to pull your hair out, and then it's a Substack article. Either way it goes.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, exactly.
there's that everything is content mentality.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Also, I have an Icon FE that like a friend gave it to me, but it doesn't work. It doesn't. The shutter is basically stuck at M90, and I saw some video on YouTube like how to undo it. So I opened the camera and I was like, oh, this is very fun. I would like to be like this. And the person that I fix cameras, but I don't know where to start. Honestly, everything looks very complex, but very interesting.
I convinced myself that I can open cameras and fix them, and then about halfway
Mhm.
through it, a lot of the
It's
times I was
like,
like, I
no.
got to put this back together because otherwise,
Yes, exactly.
yeah.
Like after half an hour, like, well, nothing changed. I'm gonna close it now.
The only camera I fixed 3 cameras, so I'm doing okay at it. But I've also killed probably like 9 cameras
Oh,
trying to fix them.
that's okay. It's a process. And the number 10 of your camera will be fixed.
Yeah, hopefully, hopefully.
Yes, yes.
How has your freelancing been going? Is it really picked up a lot? Because you were unsure about how busy you'd be when the first time I talked to you, and now
Yeah.
you seem more confident in it.
So basically, I think is starting to be a little bit more busy. Like I'm trying to get along with different type of clients, like also to prove myself that I'm not just good to do fashion photography, but also to do like introducing more video, more content and storytelling. So I'm trying to approach also other different clients, like even fragrances, perfume, this type of people. And because it's a product that I like and I consume, so I was like, oh, I really would like to do something that I can tell story with this. So now I'm trying to enter in this area, not doing just a basic product photography because that's intense.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work. But like more like I think it's more the video part that is taking a lot of my time. That is fun because since I was young, I was like, I'm gonna work in Hollywood one day. Yes, sure.
Sure.
So with with my little homemade video with a terrible video camera, doing like little sketches. So I'm like, oh, the test that I did at the time now makes all sense.
Yeah, I've noticed your storytelling has improved, and I can tell you've been working on it, especially like through watching your YouTube videos, the way they've been
Thank you.
paced lately, and you've been busy with them. You've been outputting more videos lately. And don't think I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
watching
yeah.
them because I am. I'm watching every single one.
Oh, oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, like YouTube is always something that I really like and enjoy. And at the beginning, when I started like years ago, I think I wanted to mocking up other artists that were already established. And like the first rule, don't follow that. Don't follow somebody that is established because you're not. And like, of course, I was struggling. Like, oh my god, I have no idea. Blah 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 blah. And right now, I think I finally found a piece of my mind that, like, my type, what I would like to share is a kind of more an essay through images and videos. And I can also teach something, like, of course, like how the approach, the feeling, or this kind of stuff. Like, but I'm not, I think, technicalities. There are other people that are much better. They are really into technicalities, while I'm more like, understand your mind and your heart, and then you go out and shoot. So it's more this type of thing. And for me, it's also a way, it's kind of a visual story diary where I put everything out, and like maybe some other people can resonate, or sharing is caring. So, you
Yeah,
know.
I really like your approach to it because you're more focused on the philosophy of not just photography. I feel like it's a philosophy behind creative life in your last couple
Yeah,
videos. It's like an
yeah.
all-encompassing thing rather than being focused on, oh, I shot this at 1.8 at 500.
I like sometimes people write to me like, "Oh, could you put the details?" And I can put it like, but as a viewer, never look at these details because I like, okay, I cannot replicate. I'm not in the same position. I'm not in the same place. So what I gonna do? It's like it's not a fixed studio that you can replicate a little bit better stuff. But still, photography is very wild, and is supposed to be wild and just like try and go, try and error and learn. So yeah,
It is really wild. It's like trying to lasso a tornado where you're just
yes,
trying to survive until the shoot's over and then you're convinced that you messed everything up and then you finally see
yeah.
the results and you're like, oh, okay.
Oh, yes, exactly.
Like one photo makes
Exactly.
it worth it.
Exactly, exactly. If it's one photo, fine. Like, I'm happy. So like, okay, my job here is done.
How are you liking the transition to producing more video content? Is that something that you are excited about because of your youth of wanting to be in Hollywood, or are you getting burned out on the video because of the amount of editing that goes into it in post?
Mm. So I have to say that I like, in general, editing. I'm a little bit a freak person and like this kind of stuff. I like putting the music and the video that match. It's like, oh, yeah, the rhythm change a little bit, and the beat is in this point, and I need to change this kind of mindset. I think I need to improve my color grading for sure, because at the very beginning I just film everything without like any log, just like straight out the camera, like, oh, this will look very nice, and then everything looks okay in the video. And now I decided, oh no, I want a shooting log, and now the difficulties come back to me. So sometimes it's the color grading that gives me a little bit of headache, because I have an idea in my mind and I cannot replicate it yet. But again, it's just trying, because like lights is so different in many different situations. You can have a blue sky and then a gray in a second scene. So there's not much you can do basically.
The hardest part for me is matching color grades between scenes because
Yeah.
you want your videos to be like cohesive, but
Yes. Yeah.
sometime will be daytime, sometime will be nighttime. You're like, well, how the hell do I match this? And color
Yeah.
grading is a
Exactly.
weakness for me. Dehancer has made it easier for me to color grade,
Mm.
and that's what I
Okay.
use to color grade the podcast.
It's quite fun, the YouTube, but sometimes also the burnout, I think, is always a little bit around the corner, because I would like to have more time to produce better content for myself and not just for the audience. Like right now, I got the Ricoh GR4, so I'm like, oh my god, it's my first GR, so there's a lot of excitement from my side, and I would like also to film it, but now I have a week that is full of stuff, and like, when is going to happen?
When will I have time for this?
And the other point, generally, I tend not to put myself too much in front of the camera, because, or I don't film with the Osmo Pocket, so I will just have my phone, and I think quality-wise it will be visible. Just this is like technicalities that come to my mind that I know that I should just wipe it away, and yeah, like no, don't think about that. Or I should do something more studio and then a scene, but then there's a lot of work involved. There's a lot of things to do. So I think I will introduce more my face again
I think you
somehow.
should because you have such a warm, welcoming face. Like when you
Oh,
popped up
thank
on here, I
you.
was like, "Oh, she's here."
Thank you, thank you. So yeah, let's see, let's see.
I read through some of your articles because I knew we were going to be talking again. Not that I didn't read them; I just wanted a refresher. But
Yeah, thank
something that
you.
caught my attention that you did recently was your 2 hour film roll
Mm,
challenge.
yes.
I think that's such a good challenge.
It was a good one. Like I really wanted to do since a long time, and I wanted to do in film, not digital, because it will be more difficult. And the occasion came because I have to do a job at 6:45. So at 8 I finish. So it's like, perfect. The light is fun. People are out, but not extremely busy. And it's like still like end of summer, beginning. Actually, it's already autumn. It's autumn light. So it's like, fantastic. And I use the camera that I generally use for film. That is the Canon AE1 and the silver salts. My German is not very
Mine
great.
either.
That is that is an amazing film. Like if you can find it, try it because it is great. There is not a C41, unfortunately, so it's a different type of chemistry. But I tried before, and the picture that I did, they came good. But I shot a lot during like evening time, so very very dark, and I was like, I don't think I'm see the fully potential of this film. And the other day was actually the right amount, so it's a 500, 500T. And yeah, so I really enjoy it. I try to slow down a lot and try to framing, and that is something that, again, is something that attract me because I see other photographers doing amazing job in framing. I'm like, how the hell you do it? How the like what happened? Like how lucky you are? The people are exactly in the seems like chess with people, no? And I'm like, how is possible? So I try slowly with like shop window and just reflection in the reflection that is very me, like just blurry figure, something like that. I will try at some point with more people involved, but that I think I need to stay still in a position and just wait. That it will be my extreme challenge. Like I don't have to move now.
We should do a co-article together about
Mm,
standing still and waiting for photos to present themselves because I am
yeah,
so bad at that. I
yeah,
am terrible
same.
at waiting because if something's not there, I'm like, well, I'll go find something else somewhere else.
Exactly, exactly. So I'm like, I don't want to stand because first of all, I feel like I'm a silly person just standing like and looking at people, and so I'm like, no, and I like to move, something like that. But I think this is because it's uncomfortable for me and it's very far from my way of photographing. But it's close to my studio session normally because I'm stay still in a place. I think I should try again. I should try in the street at least.
And I think it's good to give yourself constraints close to where you're shooting a lot because it will help you get better at composition and framing. It might suck.
Mm.
The process is going to suck, I think, for anybody that attempts it. But I think it's those repeated attempts that will make you generally overall a better photographer, if that
Yes, yes,
resonates.
yes, definitely. There was something that I was not very into, that is basically catching movement, but keeping the blurriness of the movement. There was something that I like looking in other people picture, but I never try. And I try a few times, and then right now, when I have the occasion and the right light, I tend to do it because in the past I was like, bah, I'm not sure, it's not very me. And more I tried, and then like, oh, actually, makes more sense. The story, it will be more interesting if there's kind of movement involved and not just everything frozen in time.
I really like movement in other people's photography, but for me, for some reason, the minute I see any motion blur, that is immediately just cut. It's culled from the pile immediately. And I know I shouldn't do that, but I don't know. I like everything to be where it's supposed to be and the way it's supposed to look.
Mm,
And I don't know. I should play with it because I know I'll like it if I do it. It's just
mm,
I don't like the unintentionality of it that comes from me because
yeah.
when the
Mm.
motion blurs in my photos, it's completely an accident. I did not mean to do that.
Mhm. Yeah.
So maybe I need to do it on purpose and it'll be more pleasing for me.
Yeah, I did in digital first because, like, let me see how bad I am in doing this.
Yeah.
So digital was a good exercise. This in the picture that I posted in my last article, there are a few blurry images that I'm like, how the hell it happened? Why they are blurry? But it were not supposed to be blurry. But it's okay. I accept that they came out as they came out. Maybe I was moving, and probably I was like trying. Normally I do a step like this, froze 3 seconds and then run away again. So probably it's just me, not the camera.
No, it's always the
And then,
photographer. It's not the camera
yeah, yeah,
betraying
yeah.
us.
Yeah, yeah, but it's an artistic choice, if I have to say,
Oh yeah,
for
always.
the critics. Yes, it's an artistic
Yeah, it
choice.
was completely on purpose. I didn't fuck this up. Not one
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, 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 exactly.
So now that you're out on your own doing freelance stuff, are you struggling with the expectations and trends that clients want and how they want to brand themselves versus what your idea for the product would be? Is that a battle you have to fight?
Yes, the short answer, yes, I do. Like, I think, I don't know, I think I'm in a phase that I'm struggling a lot with the world of fashion in general, because there's no more, in the past, there was a kind of course, you need to sell something, but also there was an intention to create a nice picture, very nice picture that everybody can dream about, to be like, oh, I want to be in this picture. Right now, I think fashion photography and fashion itself is going in a direction that it doesn't matter, because now the consume is so high, there's not the time to dream again. So that's very sad. So I don't want to, like, sorry, I don't want to be part of this. Like, I still want to continue to create a scene that you see them and you're like, oh, I want to be in that scene. It's more like a cinema still, of a frame. That's my, if I have an ideal shoot, it will be something like that look like a frame from a movie, frozen in time. So sometimes clients, they want something like that, of course, is on trend, that is a fast delivery, that is not really them. Sometimes I think some brands really have difficulties to understand who they are, because they want to please everyone, and when you want to please everyone, you please no one, basically. And it's hard, because I can see that, and like, even if I try to communicate it, like, I'm just one person against a corporate, so it's like, hello, it's me. So so sometimes I have these clients, complicated, but on the other end, the new clients that I'm trying to work with, they are very open, and I'm like, it's such a fresh air, to be honest, and I feel extremely, extremely lucky, because they know exactly who they are, and like, maybe they are more into, they're more gothic, or like, more dark, like, in that sense, and they know they want to express this feeling. So I'm like, I'm going for it, because you know exactly who you are, and I can create your gothic world if you want to. And also, like, maybe because these clients were very give me a lot of freedom, and that's like, it's a green flag. If everybody wants to hire me, just give me the freedom and then create the world. And because they trust me, so that's the best relationship you can have. Of course, it's like, I have a few like this, and then I have another one that ghosted me. So it's like, yay! There's also this moment.
I think that there is a problem with commercial photography, and I saw you wrote an article about it, so I'm glad you're back on. Uh, where there's too much, what you called it, it's beige now, where everything
Yeah.
is starting to become homogenized and look alike, and there's no individual and unique marketing anymore because everybody's just
Yeah.
wanting that minimalist look. And I
Mhm.
think a way a brand could differentiate themselves right now is for that maximalist look, because
Yes.
it'd be fun. That was a fun look. It was fun to recreate those kind of images on film
Mhm.
or digital that
Yeah.
do look like cinema stills. And you're not seeing a lot of that lately. It's just somebody standing in
No.
front of a beige wall in beige clothing.
Yes, exactly. So it's like, okay, it's just for selling, and that's fine. But like, you cannot tell me, or put in the cover of Vogue, like, what is this? But the cover of Vogue, they used to be much better. I'm not talking just the cover from the 50s, also in the early 2000s, that we
Yes.
were already a bit better. So it's like, I don't know what's happening, but there's something that I don't resonate with. I'm like, oh, but I'm feeling very much an outsider, because a lot of course, I see other photographer, fashion photographer, they are very into this, and they have a lot of job. While me, I'm like, well, I don't like it. It will be no me. Sorry, it's very visible when I don't like something. It will be very beige, and I don't want to be beige.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea because then you're not going to be passionate about what you're doing. It's just going to
No,
become another
exactly.
9 to 5 job where you're just churning
Exactly.
out something that looks like the same thing everyone else is doing, and then the creativity behind it is gone. You're going to feel
Yeah.
disappointed in the things you're doing. I think it's great that you're standing your ground on it and
Mm.
being creative and wanting to feed that side of it rather than being like, well, everybody else is doing it, so I guess I better do
Mhm.
it. It's
Yeah, I'm gonna be poor probably, but it's okay. I accept this,
yeah, I'm used to being poor
I
at this
have
point.
yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna find fulfillment in other stuff in my life. If it's not that, there's always another outcome somehow.
I think it'll
So
pay
yeah.
off for you. I think you being able to stand out from what everyone else is doing is going to be beneficial to you in the long run. Because then, when eventually the beige trend is going to go away, it's going to fade
Yeah,
away. It always does. And then
yeah.
you already have this big portfolio where you can be like, well, look what I can do with bright
Yeah,
colors and
yeah.
fun things.
Hello. Yeah, 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 exactly, exactly. I can't wait. Just like time is ticking.
Yeah, it's like this better hurry up because bankruptcy is around the corner.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know what I mean.
I'm a photographer. I know exactly what you
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah, so yeah, every time maybe I post stories like when I buy a new camera, like please hire me people because I need to pay my cameras.
Yes. It's like that. The shame of buying a new camera means that's fine. I'll just book another job, and then that job don't come. You're like,
Yeah.
please, please, just spend money with me.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Oh, Dan and Hans say hello. I told them we were talking this
Hello.
morning.
Oh,
Dan's like, she's so
nice.
cool. She's the nicest. I talk to her a lot more lately now.
Oh, that's so I'm so happy. Like my little, I found finally my little community. Like, oh, so happy, cry, because like here I have a few friend photographers, but like I don't know. It's always like, oh, we don't see each other very often, or I don't know. There's something always happening. And so I'm very happy that, as usual, the Substack community that I can talk with different people and like with all you guys because like, oh, they're gonna comment. I know them. So I'm so happy to read every comment. I'm gonna repost everything.
I really like the little Substack community that's come together. It's
Mm,
been really great, especially for people who don't have easy access to a community of photographers in real
yeah.
life. It's
Yes,
been
yeah.
life changing for me. Like my mood,
Mhm.
my mental health has improved so much since Substack.
Oh, that's very good.
You,
Yeah,
I'm gonna,
I love it.
I'm going to quote you to yourself again because
Oh,
this
okay.
is on point right here. It says, "Community isn't only about socializing; it's a shortcut to growth." You said
True.
that somewhere in one article.
Yes, I still believe in that.
I do 100%. Since finding a
Mm,
community, I feel like my photography has improved quite a bit because it's not just me in an echo chamber. I don't know if you call it imposter syndrome, but it was that concept of like feeling you weren't good enough to go out and shoot with friends sometimes. Do you know what I mean?
mm, mhm,
I think you mentioned it in an article sometime in the last couple weeks or
mm,
month, but it was about introvert photographers. Is that something you're still
mhm.
struggling with, or are you kind of being more like everybody thinks they suck at being a photographer, so why not go do it?
Yeah, in general, I'm always in between my own feelings sometimes. I because I went to a few more photo walk. Now I'm feeling more confident just to go and just to talk with people. The very first photo walk, I was very, 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 very shy. People all came in like couple of friends, so it was hard to start a conversation. Just like, hey, it's me, haha, like this. And the last that I did, I actually spoke with everyone, and I learned so many things about new cameras or their approach or what they do in their life. And I was like, oh, that's very interesting. Oh, you made me want to shoot with a medium format now, this kind of stuff. And from one side, I think because I spoke more this time, I can see that everybody, we are all in the same boat, that we all think like, oh, well, I was not sure. And then like, oh, yeah, I see. So right now, I think I'm a little bit more like when I see a photo walk, I'm like, oh, I want to participate. I want to go. Just, it doesn't matter. I just want to go. I still want to organize more, but like, time-wise, there's always something happening, and I'm like, oh my God, I need to to do it. And then I was supposed to organize one in September, but September is gone. Oopsie. But yeah, like I really would like to do more. I think from one side, I just like, oh, maybe if there's kind of a sponsor, because of course people came more if like they gain some kind of price. But on the other end, I'm like, maybe they just wanna go out and chill.
People who don't go to photo walks believe that it's a competition. They think
Mm.
that people will look down on them for either being new or not knowing enough about a certain thing, and they get in their own heads about their skill level as a photographer. And 99% of the time, people are just excited that more photographers are there and hanging out.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And do you find for yourself, like, do you like the picture that you shoot in company, or do you still prefer to shoot on your own? Reverse
I
interview.
No, that's fine. It makes my life easier. Because then it's not like, what was the next question? But it's been, I don't know, I've shot with other photographers more lately, and I don't think it really changes my outlook on how I'm shooting, aside from the fact that maybe I shoot faster or I don't have as much
Hmm.
pressure on myself because I can banter with somebody. I'm good at
Hmm.
multitasking, so I can like talk back and forth while I'm shooting. And I think it takes some of the mental pressure off myself, because if I'm not talking to somebody
Mm.
else, I'm talking to myself in my head, and
Yes.
that's never good.
Yeah, yeah, I understand the feeling.
Yeah, how about you? Have you noticed a difference in the way you
Um,
shoot?
Yes. So I think for me, I still think I prefer to shoot on my own because first I walk faster. That's a problem. I need to stop 30 seconds as we read in the last article to maybe think better. And I spoke a lot with myself, and like I know that I can stay maybe longer in a position, or like going randomly up and down, and it doesn't matter. But in the same time, while I'm shooting with other people, because I feel enriched like from their story, and I can listen and can look like, oh yeah, yeah, and they're like, oh sorry, 1 second, a picture now is very different. I see the difference in the picture. Like I see when it's more, I think, social, even if the picture maybe is something very depressing, like my usual picture. But I was social in that moment. So yeah, I think from once I is 70% I'm more happy alone, and the rest I'm also happy to go with other people. I think maybe I would like to do maybe again like a one-on-one where are two good friends like that we both like street photography, and just to see if we take the same picture, how it turns out, because I think that it will be an interesting outcome.
It would be. It's so cool when you're able to get into like pair up with another photographer or a group of photographers and see how everybody sees a scene differently, especially if
Yeah.
it's something as simple as being on like a small set with one model,
Mhm.
and the photos can be vastly different across even two
Yes.
photographers.
Yes, yes, definitely. Yeah, we were in a market in the last photo walk, and I saw people like doing every type, any kind of picture. I was like, oh, that's interesting that they found that detail interesting. I would never shoot that, but now I'm looking at it. So it's an anthropological study for me, probably.
Do you find, do you watch other photographers shoot those kind of things and then ask yourself why you aren't shooting them and then attempt it later
Yes,
on?
yes, I try. And then they're like, I should not do that. It's
Yeah.
not very me.
My my thing that I've been working on lately, and I haven't really posted anything of it, is
Mm,
textures, because I usually shoot wide
mm,
scenes so I can have a good composition. And one thing I'm terrible at is close up detail shots and having good
mm.
composition with that and textures. So I think I'm
Oh,
going to
nice.
do a series on textures in black and white,
Yes.
because black and white
Yes.
can save me from terrible photos.
No, but it's a very good, like, I'm looking also to do something about texture and reflection, like the kind of the last article, because it's something that I really like. But in the past, I maybe showed this picture to people that are not into photography. I was like, well, what is this? And I think they cut my legs. So it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm not gonna shoot this anymore.
Oh, my heart.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So right now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna shoot. I'm starting again because it's something that I really like, shapes and texture in contrast. That I think is very like a painting, very pictorial, if it's a word. Like to to see these kind of things. So it's like, oh, I'm going into the abstract world. What is going to happen then? So yeah,
I
it's
don't
interesting.
I don't know if I'm good at the abstract side of photography. It's
Mm.
something I've struggled with. I'm decent with negative space and like framing things against the sky, which is
Mm.
kind of abstract, but there's something about close-up photography
Mm.
that it either doesn't interest me or I'm garbage at it. And it frustrates me when I can't progress and get better at something. And that's something I haven't
Mm.
seen progression in. So I'm like, what the hell's wrong with me? Why can't I do this?
Try more. For me, for example, something that I still struggle, that I think is the my hardest step to overcome, is to get closer to my subject. It's something that I can still see in my picture because I see the distance, and even if I crop, the distance is still there. So it's like, okay. And so I know that I need to be a little bit less worried from one side, or maybe I need to be still and just shooting, just waiting them to come to me and shoot them.
One thing that did help me. So the first time we talked, I was bad at taking pictures of strangers in public. I was afraid
Mm,
of how they'd react. And when I got the Canon A2E, it came with this
mm,
Tamron zoom
okay.
lens.
Okay.
It's a serious zoom on it, but
Yes.
it's a 28 to 200. So it's an old kit
Okay.
lens
Nice.
basically, but it made me more comfortable
Yes.
shooting strangers from a distance, but then I didn't like that lens isn't sharp. So I bought
Mm-hmm.
a 50 millimeter, and then I didn't like how far away I was from my subjects. So then I was like, well, I'm just
Mm-hmm.
gonna walk up to these people and take their photos. I don't even
Yeah.
care anymore because I want it to be sharp and look good.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
there's like little mental hurdles that you have to get
Yes.
yourself through.
Yes, definitely. It's exactly like that. Like, I have a very good zoom lens for Canon that is the 7200. It's one of my favorite lens because it's very sharp in that case. But it is a massive lens. It's not the one that is collapsible. And the camera is already big. So it's like, hey, I'm on a spotlight. Everybody can see me. And I don't want this. So I will still have to be a little bit more like an undercover ninja.
Yep.
So I'm considering to upgrade one of my zoom lenses in Fuji because it's a little bit too dark. It's a f4, the one that I have, and maybe do the step and have I think it's a 1650, so it's not even that zoom to be honest,
Yeah.
but it's a 2.4 or something like that. So it's like, oh, okay, I have a little bit more room to play with the light because every time that I use the f4, I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah, the
The
ISO goes
struggle
up, and
is
you're like,
real.
oh. And then you hate the grain on digital, and then then you shoot
You
and
are
film.
the Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, yesterday when I was trying the GR, basically I followed a tutorial to set up the GR because I was like, okay, I don't have the time to read everything. Somebody tell me how it works. And it was interesting because the guy suggested to just keep like automatic ISO because he didn't care about if it go very up or not. I was like, maybe I should not care as well. Hmm. Guess what? It was so simple, the solution.
How do you
And
like
yeah.
it? The GR.
I love it. It was like for the first time, but it's my very very first Ricoh, so I never shoot with the GR3. And when I have it in my hand, I was like, oh, it's very tiny. For the first time, normally I listen, man, they say, oh, this camera is the grip is not big enough, and now I was like, I can say the same thing, but then I just basically have on on something on my wrist so to hold it better, and it was fun. And yeah, he's fast. Like the approach is very different to the Fuji because, of course, I don't have the tilt screen, and it's not like on my chest, so it's very different. But so far, it pushed me to try different things, to go closer to my subject and basically not point in the face yet, but just like
Yet.
on yet, but just on the shoulders to see what's happening in the situation and then just go. So I'm very excited to try more and more what you can do.
Does that have a viewfinder on it, or is it just the screen?
It's just a screen.
Oh man, see those
Yeah.
cameras are so cool. They're small and they remind me of the
Mhm.
90s series camera, like
Mhm.
any camera from the
Yeah.
90s. But I suck without a viewfinder. I cannot use a screen to compose to save my life. Even on video, I
It's
compose in the
weird.
viewfinder.
I got like a waste viewfinder that basically is a piece of glass, and but it's so, I try with my Fuji. It's like, what's happening? Because everything is a flip. Like I don't understand, and I need to be on the waist. Like, oh, was horrible. I think I need to try better because I tried just in the house and just like, oh, let me frame the television. The television was not a frame, so it was like a disaster. Like, oh well, but maybe with the Rico will work.
The only Ricoh I have is the old 500G rangefinder film camera,
Mm.
which
Oh wow.
if I didn't suck at rangefinders, that would be my primary camera because it's
Mm.
so small. It's tiny, tiny. It's not here. A
Yeah,
friend's
yeah.
borrowing it, but it's so small. It's so compact, and
Mm.
you could shoot that anywhere and have
Nice.
great results. But I do not get great results with it.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh.
You said that you struggle with creating a photo series. That's
Oh,
something you
yeah.
struggle with. And as somebody who just put out a photo series, I suck too. I suck so much at it.
Well, because I wanted to do a photo zine. And I saw so many photos in there, amazing. Like I was like, oh wow, this is like a proper like thing. Then I look at myself, it's like there's no sense in nothing here, like apart the place where I shoot them. So that's what I struggle mostly because some people suggest you like, oh, if you don't have maybe a full amount of picture that can tell a story, maybe choose, for example, a color and just follow that theme. But I don't want to do that because, it's like too easy. So I was like, oh no, because basically what I wanted to do was collecting some of the photos that I took in Japan and put them together. That I wanted to do this kind of project since my very first trip to Japan in 2012. So it's a long project at the time, but I wanted to do for my last trip, so just to save myself. And technically, I is done in my mind. Like is actually already done in InDesign. Everything looks okay. But more I look at it, the more like I don't think there's any sense in this narration apart. There are okay picture or they are nice. So I don't know if it's missing a writing part that I could write, but then I sound cheesy in my mind. Or yeah.
I don't think it's cheesy. So I've said it before that if I release a photo book or a zine, it's going to include writing because I'm not one of those photographers
Mm.
that likes people to take things out of context about what I'm shooting. I'm more of the style of this is what I shot, this is what I was doing when I shot it, and how I felt while shooting it. And I don't like leaving that open to interpretation. And if I release
Mm.
a photo series, it almost doesn't feel whole to me unless
Mhm.
there's writing alongside of it because there's people who say let the photography do the storytelling. But for me, I'm like, what? I like telling stories.
Yeah, I think it's like maybe I should approach it as I approach my YouTube video, that is more like a conscious river of thoughts, and then just put it there. Because each picture I remember exactly where I was, what I was thinking, what was the struggle, etc., etc. And from one side, I think that my imposter syndrome is like, oh, because I'm so attached to this place, Japan in general, personally, but maybe a person that is just taking these photos in will like, okay, what is this? I should not care, probably. That's the answer to all my problems. Like, don't care, just do it
Yeah,
and see what happens.
I think you should. I think you should treat it like your YouTube videos because you're very powerful with your words. I think you're great with description and with, like you said, that stream of conscious thought where it almost feels like you're streaming exactly what's in your mind while you're shooting out to the person looking at your photos. I think that's
Mhm.
a very strong talent for you. And if you were to include that in your photo book, I think it would enhance your photos while
Mhm.
doing that. I think that's something you should pursue. I think the hardest part for me about shooting a photo series isn't the theme. I think it's the self doubt. self-doubt in what you're
Mhm.
doing, because I don't, did you see my chestnut article I posted yesterday?
Yeah, yeah.
So I was terrified of posting that photo series because
Mm.
I worked on it all year, and I still have another part two that's coming, but
Okay,
I
okay.
didn't feel the photos were strong enough. I thought the storytelling part was fairly strong, but the hardest part for me was the self-doubt, not the theme of the photo. It's just that imposter syndrome. And it's gotten better for me because so many people have
Mhm.
patted me on the back recently. But the theme was the second hardest. It's getting out of your head to actually just do it.
Yeah.
Starting is the hardest part, and you've already
Yes,
started.
exactly.
You're over halfway done with what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I like to overcomplicate my life somehow. I was like, oh, maybe I should print in this way. Maybe I should print and then cut it. And Julia, stop. like, but also I have some friends that sometimes they pushing me like, oh, this is too simple. Like, no,
No, it's
stop
not.
telling me. You have no idea the struggle behind. So I'm like, I think because I'm surrounded by different type of voices telling me different things, and probably just shut them all out and say, well, this is it. It's also, it would be the very first one, and I'm like, I should be nice and forgiving to myself because it's the first one. So
There's. I'm going to tell you this. I haven't even told Dan and Hans this yet, but I
ooh,
think I'm going to work on a photo book while, like, an actual
ooh.
photo book while I'm out in
Okay, okay.
Arizona next month.
Oh,
Because I'm going to
nice.
be out the Grand Canyon, Valley of Monuments,
Oh,
and
I
everything.
remember that you wanted to go there. No, you
Yeah,
told me last
yeah.
time. Oh,
I'm getting
nice.
married out there. We
Oh, okay.
we
Congratulations.
rented out the rim of the Grand Canyon and are getting married on the
Oh,
rim. So
wow.
this is all
That's
an it's
amazing.
an elaborate scheme to take photos in Arizona. That's all the wedding
No,
is.
no, wow, but they're gonna look amazing, like,
I
honestly.
hope so. And my buddy that I work with a lot on video is coming with us, so he can do photos
Mhm.
while he's out there too. And
You see?
I want to do a photo book, but I want to do it in the style of like a travel journal,
Mm,
as opposed to something uptight and highly refined. I want it to almost be like a photo passport book where there's these different stamps of photos,
nice.
and then there's commentary in the form of words
Mhm.
on it, and then every few pages have like a full page piece. And I think that's
Nice.
something that would serve my style of photography better because I'm
Yes, yeah.
strong with words. And
Mhm.
I don't know. That's just how I think I want to do it. There's
Nice.
there's two projects I'm working on. That's one of them.
Mhm. Okay. Ooh. No, this sounds already very nice. I'm like, where is the pre-order? Already put in my thing.
I just think it's if you lean into the strengths that you have, then you know you're doing the best you could. It's
Yeah,
like I know I'm strong
definitely.
in writing. I'm okay strong in photography. So if I combine those two, something good might happen.
Yes, but that's for sure. Absolutely. Like for the photozine, because I put myself already in advance. I ask people like, "Oh, do you collect photozine in your shop? Can I just send mine?" It was not really even ready yet. Like, but I'm just asking. They give me email. The people were very nice actually. So like, okay, so maybe I just do it. Just send it.
I don't
So
know. I don't know how to market a zine or a photo book. That's not something I
yeah.
know how to do.
Yeah, that's also this part because, like, I don't think people will ever come, for example, on a link on my Instagram and buy it. First, because people don't know that I do a lot of street photography, like they don't care again. Apart, like all my Substack community, thank you.
Yeah, you're compartmentalized between Substack and
Yeah,
Instagram.
exactly. It seems that I have different lives. I'm feeling like a secret agent sometimes. And so the only way that I think the photozine can work is basically go to these photo shops that they already have it and just ask, could you just hold it here for a while and see if you sell it? That's good. Some museum also have like this opportunity that you can just go there and ask if they can take it. So I'm like, well, why not? People there are is always like a place where a lot of people walk there and they are interested already in that particular subject, so it's the best. I don't think I'm very great in marketing, like buy my little photo book like
Yeah.
this.
How are you at marketing for your freelance stuff? Do you have a
Oh.
do you market that or are you just like they'll come to me when
No.
they want me?
Well, that is the difficult. Normally, I just go when I need to find a new client or like for a propose a project. I just go straight to them and like send in a message. But it's the difficult part because I think writing a message very cold, like just presenting myself, it doesn't really show the personality. I think they should see me and see, ah, she's silly, she's fine, we can work with her, this kind of stuff.
That gives me an idea, Julia. You gave me an idea that I'm going to try.
Yeah,
Why don't we
do
just
it.
start sending clients video proposals?
You know that actually in my in my portfolio, I send a video of myself where I present myself doing random stuff
Yeah.
and like my value and things, and I basically like thank you, so they can hear my voice, they can see what I'm doing on set, but in the same times there's a lot of behind the scene, and they can see what I'm doing. So I think this is a way that pictures speak themselves, but I think they should also see who is the person. Because photographer could be also difficult sometimes to work with, especially in fashion. So I was like, I'm not one of them, please. I'm a nice person. I make a nice day with you all.
I'm really thinking about this now. I think this is something that would work because so often we're branding ourselves to other
Mhm.
businesses of images will sell this product or video will sell this product. Well, in
Yeah.
photography, we're the product that we're selling to people and they're just trusting us to provide a service. And I don't think like I guess I've approached it a little bit through reels or shorts
Mm.
maybe,
Yeah.
but as a long form of hi, I'm Justin Allen and today I want to blah, 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 like I've never done that for a client. And I
Mm.
think that's something
Right.
we should look into a lot more.
I'm gonna send you mine so you
Yeah,
can
send
see
it to
if you
me.
like
So it's like a
it.
video resume almost, or a video
Yeah, yeah.
portfolio. You might have just helped me make a bunch of money.
Yes, remember your dear friend Giulia
No,
and the
absolutely.
camera obsession.
We're gonna work together one day. We're gonna find a
Yes,
destination and go work there.
yes, please.
I would love to do that. There's so many cool people I've met that I want to just travel and
Mm.
go, like hang
Yes,
out with them
same.
now. And it's so
Yes,
hard to
yes.
just be like, I'm a photographer and I'm broke, so none of us can hang out.
Exactly.
None of
It's
us
like
can
just
afford it.
digitally
Yeah.
through a screen, like, hey. But it's nice. Anyway, I like the fact that we still communicated like in messages, private messages. There's a lot that this sense that it's something that I was always missing in my type of work is something that I found it. And that's why I live in my double agent life because in street photography, I have more this warm approach that I thought I would not have, while in fashion is a little bit more different, I think, because like we are all professional, so we need all to all look cool. Yes.
Well, so I'm a bit. I don't change personality types, or I
Hmm.
don't mask my personality type when I'm on professional shoots.
It's the
Not at
same.
all. I'm like, there'll be people who's like, well, we need to really work on this because the Rembrandt style. I'm like, it looks
Yes.
fucked up. And
Yeah,
then the
exactly.
client's
Yeah,
like, yeah, it does. And then the uptight
yeah,
guy gets mad.
exactly.
It's just,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm always myself no matter where I'm at. And
exactly.
people
It
either really,
works.
yeah, people either really like that or really hate it. And I don't care
Yeah,
which
yes,
one it
there's
is.
nothing between. I have the same thing. Like I can see the people that hate me so much, and I even improve it more just to annoy them
Yeah.
because
Just be
it's fun.
obnoxiously nice.
Yes, yes, exactly. And but like I really struggle to fake or even to tell lies sometimes. So it's like, "No, you should not say this." Like, oh, but it's the truth. Like that's why I don't succeed
No,
professionally. I think,
no.
but I don't care honestly. Like I think I prefer to be true to myself and just this is what you get. This is the package. That's it.
I think at the end of the day, if you can survive and be happy with who you are as a person and a professional, that's all you can ask for in life.
Yes, exactly. That's a lesson that I learn, and I think at the moment, like I'm very happy for about who I am, about what I'm thinking and approach. So I would like not to change.
How are you feeling about your work lately?
Well, I wish I could do more weird stuff, but I'm planning them. I'm in the process of planning. I have I have 5 tiny short video for a client that are gonna be very, in my mind, they're very good, but then we're gonna see. But like, I think they're gonna be very good because are very cinematic, but not the cinematic that is very fast movement, that is like too much that you don't really see, but more like feeling cinematic to the viewer. And I want it. I really, for me, it's gonna be a big challenge because it's a video, more details and stuff. But still, like, I can't wait. I just basically like, I just need to see the product. I wanna do it now. And photography wise, I would like to do more test shoot, but not like the classic one with the white background, the gray background. Well, it's so boring. Like, I can do it in half an hour and like, yeah, done. But I'm planning to do something more like crazy, because at the end of the day, I think. As I wrote in the article of Beige, what many things we remember that are basic and how many things we remember that are crazy. Not because I just wanna crazy because I don't believe in that craziness. I really believe, like, if I wanna create something, I probably put myself there to build something because I believe it. So that's what I wanna do. So soon, hopefully, when I have more time to do everything.
Are you a photographer that likes to do set design? Is that something?
Yes,
I got
yes,
into
I love
that.
it.
I do so much set design for the music videos, and
Yeah,
it's always so boring to me when I don't get to do that. If it's just a
yeah,
plain performance video in an empty
mhm,
warehouse, I'm like, well, whatever. It's
yeah.
money.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I love it. Like, honestly, like, I think that was another idea when I was younger. Like, I want to be a set designer, a prop designer, because I think it's very creative because I don't know how to do something and it challenged my brain to figure it out a solution in a short time.
Yep.
So I think also the fact that it's a short time, it put me like, oh, I don't have to wait. Oh, one day I'm going to do it. I have to do it because I put myself in that situation.
I said I could do
So,
it, so now I have to do it, and I will figure it out.
yes.
Time to go to YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, maybe I can do this, and that. No, but it's something that I really enjoy. Like, if I have a bigger space, I will definitely create bigger set. But at the moment, no. But one day.
My favorite piece of equipment on any set, no matter where I'm at, is plastic sheeting. Plastic, like
Mm,
clear or opaque plastic sheeting,
okay.
you can do so much stuff with that. And if you just
Mm,
like control your depth of field so the background's out of focus and the subject's in
okay.
focus, you can do crazy things with a $2
Oh.
roll of plastic wrap. It's
Oh,
because then
wow.
you can
Okay.
hang it, you can paint it, you can stick
Hmm.
newspaper to it, you can put drywall mud over it, you can do all kinds of
Okay.
things with plastic wrap, and it's gotten me look so many really cool videos I like. I can send you some after the podcast, but
Yes, please, please.
I've used it on all but one music video shoot I've been on has somehow incorporated plastic wrap into it.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's my little
Ooh.
secret ingredient to jazz things up.
Interesting. Yeah, yes, Sandy. I'm so curious to see. Like, I like to use a weird material as well, and normally people don't understand what it is. Yes, I win. Like, you don't know, I'm happy.
Yeah,
I normally use something it's look like a foil, but it's more rigid, but not rigid. That you can still like move it. Like, it's mylar, but it's not mylar. Basically, it is like mirror effect. So if you put light, it creates so many beautiful like reflection and things. It's like, oh,
just reflections and shimmers, and it's
yeah.
it's those little things that will make an image stand out, as opposed to a beige backdrop.
Yes, exactly. We are all against beige here.
Yeah, well, I think part of it is that brands and clients are afraid to take risks on
Yes, it's
images
that.
or campaigns now, because rather than innovating in the design photo art field, they're too busy worried about imitating. It's imitation versus
Mhm.
innovation, and right now imitation is winning.
Yeah, I know. That's very sad.
Well, even in family photos, because that's
Yeah.
my realm most of the time. Everybody wants their
Mhm.
family photos to have that airy fall overexposed look, and I'm like, that's not me. Don't come here. You're not getting that.
No, no, no. Yeah, I was thinking like, oh, maybe I should also offer like services, like other type of services. But I know that it's not me. It will be very difficult to me to create something. Like I'm able, but it will be like if I look the picture, it's just an empty picture, like that. They say nothing.
I think that you would have a market for environmental portraits for
Mm.
couples and families with older kids. I think you would produce shockingly good work for that.
Mm.
It would be
Okay.
because that's fun. I know a lot of them will let you
Mhm.
style everything. Those styled shoots,
Mm.
you just tell
Mhm.
them what color palette to wear. They show up and you shoot it. And I
Mm.
think you would be phenomenal at that because you're so
Oh,
bubbly.
okay.
And I feel like that's a strong suit for you where you could expand
Mhm.
your market. And then there's this whole other world that opens up to you.
Oh, thank. Let me take my notes today. Okay,
I've been taking
to
so many
add.
notes from people lately. I'm like, okay, and how do you make that much
Yeah,
money?
yeah,
Perfect.
yeah, yeah, yes, exactly. But it's the best way. I think like sometimes people are really afraid, like the gatekeeping thing is like shocking. But at the same time of the day, like we are all in the market is quite big. We are also in different countries in this case, and like we have different type of clients. And maybe one thing that you use in your environment can be used in a different environment, create different things, and like we all grow together. And it's like, oh,
Yes.
is enrichment anyway. So I don't really understand the gatekeeping. It's like, okay, wow, you're cool, fantastic. But yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Gatekeeping does not do it for me. I don't
Mm.
keep any secrets. If I learn a secret, I'm immediately going to tell it to Substack.
Yeah,
Unless it's a like a personal secret about somebody they
yeah,
entrusted me with,
yeah, yeah,
then I'll keep it. But if it's like a professional thing that I discover or somebody tells me about, I'm going to tell everybody. Don't tell me any dark
yeah,
secrets because Substack's going to
yeah.
find out. Because I believe that sharing information and having that community and having sharing information inside of a community and have that community use it means growth for everybody because then
Yes,
somebody uses that information and connects it with something else
mm,
and then that
exactly.
technique comes back to you if you share that information. It's learning
Yes.
and growing as an entity as opposed to I'm keeping all my gold and no one's getting it.
There was like an expression in Italian that is like, "Oh, you don't learn a job or a work, you steal a job." And I thought it was very horrible to say, like, "You don't want to steal anybody's job." Like, what is this horrible idea you put in people's mind? So it's more like you learn something new that you can use in your job to improve it or to just stay in a position that you like to stay. But like, it's not stealing; it's just like enrichment your life.
There's another saying. I'm not sure who said it, but I'm positive it was a musician. It was a good artist borrow, great artists
Mhm.
steal.
Mhm, okay. Good.
Hans has some questions for you.
Oh, wow. Hello.
I just opened it, like popped up. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do Gen X, millennials, and Gen Z want different deliverables inside of fashion photography? Can you tell the difference between the generations?
Yes, I think so. I think the Gen Z, they definitely want something very raw, like raw like this, like that is not too much recreated and fake, but at the same time, it needs to look nice, no? Because the one thing that Generation Z really is afraid is that you point finger against them, like, oh, what is this? Why you did that? And you blame. No, so they don't want to have they don't want to be under the spotlight. I think that's okay. And so everything it needs to be real, needs to be true, blah 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 blah. But in the same time, it's still curated. So it's always the same medal. You just you just move it a little bit in that like that way. While millennial, I think we want curated stuff. We like things like everything is very well prepared before. We have this delivery, everything is fine. We don't look trash. Everything the feed needs to look better and not like a chaotic mess. So I think I still have these like feelings time to time. I tried the Gen Z approach. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm feeling like what is this mess? I don't like it." But yeah, I think everybody is usual, like it's just a generational thing. Everybody's against the previous generation, etc. So it's interesting because I think we all want to communicate something, and we think the other person is better or worse, but the message is always the same. We want just to show something. It's a very complicated topic.
It's like speaking different languages almost. Photography is a language, but that language can change between generations.
Yes, yes, definitely. So I can see like a Gen Z photographer what they do, and for me, sometimes I'm very like, wow, like you are doing very weird stuff, and you're doing without caring much about equipment, about the editing. You just do it, and it's very freedom to see like they just do it. Like I think it's a freedom that maybe we have when we were younger, maybe when we are in our 20s, we didn't care, we just try stuff, and then like, reality hit us hardly. And so it's interesting because, but in the same time, is a lot of looking at the past, like looking at the early 2000s that we live, and I'm like, oh, I saw this, I lived this, I wear this kind of things. So it's like, it's always a circle at the end of the day.
It is. I have seen so much of the early 2000s coming back lately, especially in
Uh,
my 14-year-old daughter, where it's like the really baggy Jinko style jeans are
yes,
coming back, and I'm like, please
yes,
don't. Because I
don't.
don't do that. That's a lot of fabric. They'll fall apart, they get wet, and then stick to your ankles.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah.
Hans has more questions. This is
Okay.
perfect.
Wow. Amazing.
He wants to know what are the vibe differences around Europe with different types of fashion and photo selections. What
Hmm.
does he mean by
This is
that?
a
I
bit.
don't know.
It's a good question. I think I actually have a conversation recently with someone. It's more related to model, but maybe I think he can relate also to in general. And he say that here in UK there's a type of model, let's say very bronze is a word, like that looks like. Sorry, I need to mock it up, but it is not very nice doing that. Okay, I gotta say a very bad word.
That's fine.
Sorry to everyone. Chubby. That's the word. That is a little bit like that. Sorry, sorry everyone, but the reality it is. While uh, this guy wanted to shot for a brand to elevate it a little bit more the brand, and he's like, oh, I have to choose the model from Italy because Italy has more elegant model, very tall model, while UK has any type of high that is better from one side, so everybody has a possibility to be a model. But it was for me, it was very interesting how the vibe changed, that the Italy still consider high fashion elegant, like designers, while UK is more, I think is more consumer, like everyday product. So it's more the girl of next door, if I want to be nice, let's say in this way. And so I think that is the main difference. Like the market just require different vibe, I guess. I forgot also a part his question, but
Oh, it's all right. He just wanted to know like what the different standards were. I think if like there's a noticeable shift between the markets you're shooting in.
I think yes, like here is very like precise. Like I don't know, for example, we say, oh, we start at 9, we finish at 6, and we should stay in this standard hour. Like of course, like in a big production you can even go further, and everything should be very planned. When I was shooting in Italy, it was a little bit more chaotic, let's say in this
More of a
way. It
hangout.
looks. Yes, yes, more like this. Sometimes here on set is very like, let's shoot, no time to speak, no time to breathe. It is a little bit like annoying, but yeah, it's just work, I guess. I'm curious to see what he thinks about is like where he works more, like what is the difference there, like in Asia, because I know they are very crazy in for e-commerce. Like I have a few model friends that they told me how it works, and like, oh my god, poor people, like everyone. So I'm curious.
Well, from what I've heard, he had a blast at Fashion Week. He
Yeah.
loved it, but he is also exhausted, and he shot an overwhelming amount of photos. So
Mhm.
I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I think overall Fashion Week is his favorite time of the year by far. That's
Mm.
his favorite thing to do.
Okay. I skipped it this time. That was in September because I was in my phase like, oh, fashion is weird. And this is a very topic that I wanted to do in a Substack, but I can. But then I was like, oh, people are gonna hate me if I do it. But I can tell you here, what I don't like in fashion weeks is like we all wear clothes like for a reason. I think apart to cover ourselves, like to appear, to communicate something is a choice, no? And sometimes fashion week is like you just go there because you know that there's gonna be a photographer that's gonna take a picture, and you wanna just be weird, to have the picture just for your ego. And I don't know, it doesn't resonate this feeling with me, because if I wanna wear a piece of clothes, I want to tell a story with my piece of clothes. If I chose this, is an act to I wanna say a message, not just I put like I don't know a trash bag just to look alternative. You know, it's like what is this? And I think a lot of photographers fall for this aesthetic, like they just shoot for shooting, and I'm like, I don't want to be that person. I want to find a person that believe in what they're wearing, or like they have something to say. So this time I skip it.
I think what you're talking about is similar to clickbaiting, where
Yeah,
they lure you in with the weird trash bag outfit, and then you're like,
yeah,
well, what else do they have? And they're like, well, I guess the other
yeah.
clothes are normal. And I guess I never really thought of it that way in the fashion world because I'm removed from the fashion world. I have
Hmm.
never shot fashion photography, but it sounds a lot like clickbaiting and it's clever
Hmm.
marketing, but at the same time, it's disingenuous.
Yes, exactly. It's just like everybody is like they put like a face that is like I think it's not their true self. It's just like acting, and I don't want to be in this massive acting part. I don't want to be part. I will not pay my release to be part of this. So sometimes, like of course, sometimes I also met nice people actually, and it's not like negative. Nice people that like they were like wearing something nice, or they were nice also as person. That is like an achievement. But other time you met like just a bunch of people that are like, okay, tomorrow you're gonna wear again a suit. You're just boring. So
Yeah.
sorry.
No,
Like,
there's no reason to be sorry. People who wear suits every day are boring.
it's a difficult concept because like we are all part of this like scene. I think like we as a photographer we play part to put these people on a pedestal, but at the same time it's like a perpetual game. And so it's like I was like, "Bah, no, I'm not feeling I want to do this anymore." But maybe for February, I think February, because February I have a few brands that I really really like, and normally they like me, so it's like, oh, let me come and photograph, and they like the style that I do things. So
I did want to pay you a compliment, and
oh
I'm going to actually ask you to use one of these images for your thumbnail for this episode. Uh,
yes, of
the
course.
Olympus Mew. I
Okay.
believe you said it was your mother's camera.
Yes, yes.
There's a shot over, it's either a harbor or a bay of some kind,
Hmm. Yes,
but
in Cornwall.
yes, that's the one. It is so good. The series you did with that Olympus Mew is some of my favorite work I've seen on Substack probably the last 3 months.
Uh, oh wow, thank you. Was a very surprised that the camera still working, to be honest. And when I reuse it, the camera, I post a picture that the frame came out. It looks like little dripping of I don't know water, but just that film was corrupted for some reason, and I don't know why. And the next thing that I used was again fine. So it's like, is the camera, is the film that is like fucked up? I don't know. So the first picture that I took with that the Olympus was the one that in the trip in Cornwall, and when I saw them, I was like, "Oh my god, these colors are so popping! Like, what happened?" It was the first time seeing like film came in so like saturated color, so I was so happy. It's like, "Oh, nice!"
It's such a good series. I love those photos so much. It felt like you were there. Like you could almost feel like
Oh,
sea, wind, and
good.
sand. It's I really like them. and I
Uh-huh.
want to steal one of them to use for your thumbnail for this episode.
Yes, do it. I'm more than
I've noticed lately that instead of just putting the interview subject's name for the title of the video, if I include it in a phrase or a sentence, the views have been going up like crazy lately. Like the
mm,
watch time has
you
gotten
see.
so much better. And I think
Oh, okay,
some
good.
kind of phrase combined with your name on top of that image, I feel like
Hmm.
the episode will do very well because it's such a gorgeous image.
Yeah. Oh, good, good, good. Yes. Let's make this podcast blow.
I'm hoping, man. I'm trying. Jason
Yeah.
coming on helped a lot, and then
Hmm.
Keaton from Metal Fingers
Hmm.
is we're
Yeah.
releasing that as the collab tomorrow. So
Nice.
that might be big because he's got like
Hmm.
50,000 subscribers and he's nice enough to collaborate on the post. So his
Hmm.
audience will be notified about my video dropping.
No, nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, that's very good then.
it's scary, is what it is.
Yeah,
Because it's a
no,
bunch of
it
other
will be
photographers
fine.
who are just going to come talk shit on the podcast.
No, 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 they will be good.
What are some upcoming goals or like skills you want to work on in your photography? Is there something that's in your
Mm.
mind where you're trying to, I need to focus on this?
Well, I guess because I'm buying so many film cameras, I think I need to be better in film camera, in film photography. I think it's something that I constantly look. So I think it's something that I want to pursue more and with different type of cameras, of course, and different type of film. And I think film, street photography for me is my outcome from my daily job to be happy. So it's like, oh, I can take my nice picture. It doesn't matter if I publish or not. That's fine. Film photography is the next step. It's like when I'm tired of doing street photography, I have my film camera. That is my next outcome to be happy because I put less stress on myself on film. It's like I just do it. I just shoot around with my old camera. I like the sound. So nice. So I think it's the film camera, like working more with them. I would like to try the medium format as well, that I have a few cameras already. And that is scary because first they're very heavy. Second is like, oh my God, I'm going to be good enough again.
Oh, it's once you develop one roll of it, you're gonna be like, oh, okay.
Okay, fine. I have a bad experience because I use one of them, and I forgot is a Russian model that you have to take away a plate to shoot. I think it's kind of a copy of the Mamiya, but it's like I don't remember. Anyway, I didn't take off the plate, and everything came. Nothing came. So yeah, that was my first time, and I think I didn't watch any videos. So I just go with the flow.
Yep.
This teach me a lesson to watch, like, or at least read something before just going out. And yeah, I think I just exploring. I think more also the video part and probably maybe combining more. I would like to experiment more also in editing picture. I see right now there is a lot of a solarizing effect, and it's something that is very intriguing to me because it's so weird and something that I would never try because I want a polished picture, like especially fashion in this sense. And I think I would like to see what I can do in that sense. So yeah, and in photography, I think it will be the a more abstract and be close to the people. So maybe at the end of the year, I will be a 1 meter close and
Yeah.
not 3 meter. You know.
I think you actually had realistic goals, and those are easily achievable for you because you're stubborn, and you
Yeah.
won't, you will not let go of your goals, and that's what I love about you. Oh no, things
Oops.
fell. Oh no, it was my old Kodak cap.
Oh.
But lately, I've been trying to find because you have realistic goals, and other
Mhm.
people I'm talking to have mostly realistic goals. I'm trying to rely on the people around me for more inspiration to get things done
Mhm.
and do things. And are there people that you've seen that are inspiring you lately to do different things with your photography or branch out and try something you're not comfortable with?
I think I saw people like they are doing stuff that I really like and or they're doing challenge to themselves. So they inspire me to try. And so I was like, oh, because I see myself always in the same little pond doing all the same little picture. And it's like, okay, we've done this for 5 years right now. Like, can we move on? Can we try something different? And so I think that's the shift that is happening right now. Still, like, I still take like my usual sad picture, but I want to, but I also want to do something a little bit different and see. I think like the abstract is really calling me, like very loud,
It's
basically.
dragging
Like,
you.
okay, yeah, like do it, try or something, do something weird. And so I think that's what is going to happen. Hopefully, it will be okay.
Hopefully. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's good to step outside your comfort zone and try things. I do, so you've mentioned several times that you normally take sad photos. Your Cyprus photos that you
Mhm.
took, I didn't feel sad looking at those ones. The ones from
Oh, that's
Cyprus were
good.
very good. And the same thing with the one you took in Cornwall. Is that what you?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
those ones didn't make me feel sad either. That one made me feel like I was like getting a tan.
Yeah, that's good. Like, I know, because a lot of people told me like, "Oh, why you photograph this like glass of wine on a step?" It's like, well, because the light touches so bad, so good. And I think like I just listen to people that don't really maybe understand about photography. And they're just like, that's a weird picture. Like, yes, I know. That's why it's nice because it's telling something, the story why this glass is there, for
Yeah,
example.
taking the weird
Yeah.
photo is a way to differentiate yourself, and it's a way to express yourself. And however people interpret that, that's up to them. But not
Yeah,
for
yeah,
me,
yeah.
because I always write an article explaining exactly what this picture is about.
But it's good as well. Like sometimes, like I think because I really like noticing things, like tiny things that they really are unnoticed, and I don't know. It's something. It's like a mermaid call that I need to go there and just took that picture. Like, what's happening? Like, this is just a flower in the concrete. Why?
It calls
And I
to
don't
me.
know.
It's singing me the
Yeah.
song of its people.
Yes, exactly. So sometimes I really I don't know. I still need to find why something that is so simple that we see every day still attract me so much that I can photograph every single day because it's different. Still don't know. There's the magic of photography. That's what
It
it
really
is.
is. And then I think there's a fine line between passion and obsession.
Yes.
And I think I've passed passion into the level of obsession. But I think I have a realistic expectation of what that obsession will lead to. I know I'm never going to
Yeah.
be rich or famous or live comfortably by doing photography,
Mhm.
but I'm going to be happy with what I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's the best goal you can achieve in life, to be honest. Like in the past, I used to have the goal, oh, I'm gonna be the best photographer. Like I was younger, okay, the
We
best
were all
photographer.
delusional.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And right now, more I think, I talk about this with friends, and like more I think like, what it will happen when I arrive at the top? Nothing. Because like you will always have your bunch of hater from one side, and then what is going to happen? Or you need always to go leap higher and higher. That is fine. Or like you are on the top of the ladder until it's fine for other people, and then if you're not like cool anymore, you're just down. So I don't want this. I don't want to be like kick it out.
Yeah, I want to be middle of the
Sorry.
pack. Everyone leave me
Yeah,
alone.
yeah, it's like I'm quite happy from what I achieve with all the effort that I put to achieve what I want to do. And of course, like I'm not like living comfortably. I don't want to be just, oh, it's fine right now, because it's not, it will be not me. So I like to find new client, new project and stuff. But the idea, oh, I want to be on this cover, like my final goal, I was like, if it will happen, I will be important happy. But it's not something that I'm looking like obsessionally like I need to go there, because I don't know, I think it will probably cut away other opportunities that I will, because I will be that focused,
Yeah, you
and
got
I
two.
lose track of of other things that are surrounding me, the happiness that is already surrounding me. So I'm quite happy. So I just like my little happy bubble.
I still think you're like the most well-adjusted photographer I have talked to on this show.
Thank you. It's a long way, a lot of therapy session also.
These are my therapy sessions. Therapy's
Okay.
expensive in the US. Like talking to
Yeah.
people on the show, I'm just like, keep me sane, people. This is your job. I think you're right in enjoying the happiness around you while you have it, because
Mhm.
having that end goal and reaching that end goal can kind of sideswipe motivation sometimes, because then you're always wondering
Mhm.
about what next, where do I
Mhm.
go from here. It's hard reaching your goals and then not feeling some kind of fulfillment from that. Like you're happy for a minute, but then that dopamine wears off and you're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
sure
exactly.
where to go next or what to do
Mhm.
next.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So I think if I have an unrealistic goal, it will be to shoot Chapel Rowan. That I was so close to shot her in the past when before she blow up. I was like so close, and so because I lost that occasion, I need to happen again.
I have heard that she answers DMs on Instagram. I heard
Mhm.
I've heard she's very nice and loves supporting smaller artists.
Hello, Chapel Rowan. This is your friend Giulia.
Yeah. I love Chapel
One
Run, man.
video.
Pink Pony Club hit, and I was a middle-aged white man singing my heart out to that song in my Jeep.
Good.
Like it like red lights. I'd be stopped in traffic singing that song. I look over and there's like a guy in a big jacked up truck in a cut off t-shirt, and I'm like, oh, don't make eye contact with that guy.
It's a good song.
It's such a good song. She has a lot of other songs. And the thing is,
Yeah.
I know so many guys who secretly love that album she released, and I've seen it
Mhm.
in their iTunes playlist. And so many guys are just denying they
Yeah.
listen to her, and I'm like, no, that album had banger after banger.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly, exactly. So that is like, if it will happen, that it will be a very good goal, personally.
You should reach out. I think you have a good enough. I think you have a phenomenal portfolio. I bet if you reached out, she would be interested, or at least get back to you.
But you know what? Like in the past, sometimes I have ideas. For example, oh, I would like to shoot Chaperone in medieval outfit. 2 weeks later, she's in a medieval outfit. It's like, sorry, can we have a call, Chaperone?
Right? You
Like,
could have let me know.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, I don't know. This like future vision.
Well, I think you are putting out incredible work, and you have some amazing goals lined up, and I can't wait to see what you're doing next, because you're one
Oh,
of my
thank you.
favorites. There's a reason I had you back on the show, and it's because you make my days brighter.
Oh, thank you. Cry again. No. I'm gonna do a Gen Z heart
Yeah.
just for the camera. Thank you so much for having me again. It's always a pleasure. I was so happy. So like, yeah, I'm back with Justin. Yeah. And thank you for what you're doing, by the way, because like, sorry, I always forget. I am like, no, no, no. That is amazing. I always listen everything. Like, you should see me like nodding, like, ah, yeah, that's a very good question. Oh, that's a very good thing. I'm very bad in replying or like writing comment, but I listen everything.
I'm really bad at replying. I've tried to be better at it. I've replied to every comment on the YouTube and every comment on my Substack, and I just feel like that's part of trying to build the community that I want to be in. So I've been trying to be more mindful of that
Mhm.
lately, and I'm sure some have slipped through the cracks, but I didn't get notified
That's
about it, so I
okay.
don't care.
That's okay. Something can slip away.
All right, well, I am going to let you go. I am going to go eat some lunch. But thank you so
Yes,
much for coming on, and we're definitely going to do this
same.
again. Maybe we can get you on a roundtable episode with Hans, and you two can argue
Yeah.
about fashion photography.
Yeah. Interesting.
All right.
Thank you so much again.